the talent. I had like, still a mess load of talent with you, Tobe, Charles, Jelani now, Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, I just,
With Jelani coming in, I felt like, man, because we had Cam, we had
yep,
point guard, we had leadership, we had, like you said, we had every position. We had 1 through 5, like pretty much locked.
yep, yep, yep,
Like
yep.
pick your poison. Who you want the numbers from? And we had Chris, coming off the bench, like just like an automatic bucket. I'm like, but it was just like I don't know. I couldn't tell you what was missing. I couldn't tell you.
No, no, like I said, from the first game when y'all played Santa Clara, you know what I'm saying? I remember that because I was
Yeah.
watching you and I was watching obviously Marlon Garnett too, shout out to
Right.
Marlon, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
but I remember
That's tough.
y'all that and then I was like, who's this little skinny white dude, Steve Nash? Who was this guy?
Shoot. Shoot.
After that I knew.
Shoot. Now you know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, who is this kid? Steve Nash. Okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to ask that because like I said, you actually had the ultimate high of a chip, and then that kind of, what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Totally different experience, man. There was no police LA escort from LAX, LAPD didn't escort us. There was no Disneyland, tour. We didn't go to the White House, It was totally different experience, man. You just went home.
Right,
Sad.
right. No, I got you. Well, no, okay. So you obviously you graduate from UCLA, uh,
Yeah.
you know, accomplished player, pretty much did it all in your 4 years.
Mhm.
I thought, like I said, you were one of the top players. I thought you should have been an easy first round pick, but
Yeah.
you get drafted in the second round to Memphis.
Mhm.
And how was that journey going from, now you obviously, you go to college, you know, you do your thing, and now you're at the ultimate goal, which is
Mhm.
the NBA.
Kind of disappointed, to be honest with you, man. I mean, I kind of had the same sentiment as Ed O'Bannon had when he got there. It was just like coming from UCLA and having that experience, especially winning a national
Hmm.
championship, and where basketball was basketball, and you really enjoyed it. You enjoyed the game. Uh, you quickly found out that the NBA was a business, you know.
Mm.
And even before I got there, I'm not sure why, but I was being drafted as a center, and I was like, why is there a C next to my name? Like I'm not, but there were some things happening on our team and Jelani wasn't able to play at the end, and I'm in the playoffs as a center playing against Naz Muhammad and Jamal McGlure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was there. I remember.
And they just playing volleyball with my shot because I'm by myself trying to shoot over 2 7-footers. I was like, this is not happening. I couldn't play my normal game. I couldn't play the way I normally play. And that was, it's just the last impression. It couldn't be prevented. That's what it was. That's the way I got drafted. And so
Mhm,
I might as well not even got drafted, fell to almost the last pick, second round. And like you said, if I'm drafted in my natural position or any other year, I'm first round for sure,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's just the way things worked out,
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
like that. But when I got there, even when I got there, there's Sharif Abdul Rahim in front of me. I've been playing against him in college, plenty of times. So we in practice, and I'm doing what I want to do, and no one's stopping me.
Mhm, mhm.
But I can't get on the floor
Mm.
because your salary is this much, other guys are this much. We're playing these guys. You know, I don't care what you're doing in practice. I don't care how well you're doing. A great job. Pat yourself on the back. Go get yourself a cookie, but you're not getting on the floor. And I was like, man, this is how it is here. And so it was like at the end of the season when I finally got on the floor and I was, they running plays for me. I'm like getting the ball first. They play, the offense is coming through me. And I'm like,
Hmm. Hmm.
and this is strange. Like we could have been doing this all year if y'all just put me on the floor.
Right, 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 right,
But
right,
because of
right.
politics, because how it works, the business side of it, I couldn't play. And so that rubbed me the wrong way. From then on, I was like, man, this is not about basketball, man. This is anything but basketball. So I just didn't, I had a chance to go back and, I was supposed to be in a trade to Houston, but somehow communication with my agent fell through. Then they said, sorry about that. Once, once again, being the lower guy, I was the last one to get dealt with, missed that trade opportunity.
Right,
He said, you know what? Just go to the minor league. He said, lead the league in scoring. You'll be back in next year. Done that. Wasn't in the next year.
right,
I was
right,
like,
right, right.
I was like, this ain't for me.
Mm.
Most guys will keep chasing it, keep chasing it. Probably could have got back in eventually, but I was like, I'm good.
No, I got you, man. That's a well, I got that's crazy, man. No, because I know so many dudes who kept trying and kept trying. Like five, 10 day, 10 day, 10 day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was like, I remember when I graduated, they was like, yeah, like you gonna get, you might get drafted. It was ironically to Memphis at like 58. Then they took another dude I killed in college, and then they was like, well, you could come on the summer league. And I was like, man, I'm about to go to Bogota, Colombia, man. Fuck it,
Yes,
fuck,
sir.
fuck this, man. Fuck.
At some point, you just say that, forget it.
Yeah,
Some
like
guys,
forget it, man. Like fuck it. I want to go make money, man.
I'm not trying to be no G League All Star or minor
No,
league All
I
Star.
just well, I
I'm
just
not trying
talked
to
to
do
my
that.
boy Rock Lloyd, and he said, "Man, I was in Willacoochee, Georgia." I was like, "Where?" He said, "Man," and then I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in a two
Oh no,
bedroom with like five dudes. I'm like, "Man, f
no,
that. I'm
no,
cool."
no. They did. It's not. It's not. I mean, forget it. You might as well just go in the workforce. You might as well go and do something else. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah. So,
that just wasn't for me. I'd rather just go. Have another experience. See the world. I mean, I got to see Paris. I went to play in Paris from there. I played with Tony Parker actually.
oh wow.
It was his first time, he was a rookie playing in Paris, France, man. I think he was like 17 years old.
This
Yeah.
is
Yes,
this is right before he went over, right before he went to the pros.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
I just happened to be on the same team. I don't know how that happened, but he was like a one man fast break, man. It was crazy. It was like if he got the ball, he's in front of you, just stay back because you're not catching. It's not going to be field the lane. There's no time to get wide and get field the lane and get a layup. No.
So you just
If you're not
yeah,
already, yeah.
if you're
If
not
you're not
already
already in
down
front
there.
of him, yeah, it's done. He gonna go score by himself. It was just so fast with the ball, man. It's like everybody just stopping at half court. Like, man, go ahead, man. You're not
Yeah.
catching.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Now that's the funny thing. Like you saw him and play with him. I saw Ricky Rubio and Rudy Fernandez.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, like, I watched them when he was like 16, 17 in Spain. He played with
yeah,
Jerome.
okay,
Yeah, Jerome was in Spain like right after Boston or whatever.
uh-huh,
And I was like, they showed the ULIP Cup on TV or whatever, ULIP or EuroLeague. I think it was EuroLeague.
yeah,
And I was watching, I was like, all right, Jerome. But I was like, who's this point guard? It was like, Rudy Gobert or Rudy Fernandez and the point guard, the 2 point and the two, because they both went to the NBA. And I was
right,
like,
right,
damn, okay. Then the next year I saw him they both got drafted, you
yep.
know, lottery. So yeah, that's crazy, man. So you go to play France. Why did you stay in Europe? Like, why did you go to Japan?
Simple question, simple answer, man. 2 a days. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. It just practice too much for me. Like it's not that serious, My career would have been 7 years over there if I would have stayed over there, max.
Yeah, that's
My
true. That's
body
true.
would have broke down quick, and plus the thing that did it for me is we was on the road and we lost to a team we probably should have beat. And we on the bus back. We get back at like 10 at night, practice.
What?
And I'm like, yeah, and that was in my mind, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm coming back here. No
Ha!
way.
Ha!
No
Yeah,
way.
Europe. Yeah, Europe. Some of them coaches be wilding.
No, no. I was like, there's no way. I'm just gonna go back home and, you know, start working. Yeah.
Like I ain't doing this. No,
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, because I played 10 years in Europe and I had two surgeries. So,
that's it.
so had a stress fracture and yeah, both my shins. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, they just work you like a slave because they know the next one's just coming in. There's someone else anyway. So let's just work this brother here. They don't care about your long-term career and goals. And that's not something that align with what I want to do.
Right, 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 right. So Japan was just like was just super chill.
Night and day, brother. I'll talk about, man, shoot. When I first got there, man, our hardest practice was on Thursday, and that was like it was 2 hours, but it was mainly just 5 on 5. Like this was my dream, man. Like, yeah, just toss it up. We'll get better as we play, brother. We don't need to no 17s. We don't need all this conditioning. We get our conditioning as we run it. But just throw the ball up, give us a number to go to, and let's get with it. And so that worked for me. Like Tuesday was like, light shoot around. Wednesday was off. Thursday we come in and get some run in. Friday was just some light shooting, and we play on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh shoot, man! I should have went over
Yeah.
there, man. Damn.
I was like, man, and then my first 5 years that we only had 26 games. I was fresh after the season. Like I was so I was going over to Venezuela, Puerto
Okay,
Rico,
okay, okay, yeah,
Philippines, like those summer leagues kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was going over there playing. I was like, man, I'm fresh, man. They was calling. I just went. But then they extended the games here, I think they're like 50. Now I think it's like 60, something like that.
Right,
But
right, 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 right.
they extended the game, so I stopped doing that. But still, I mean, people say that you need to practice more and more to work. But after my first year, the next 2 years, we won back-to-back championships. Then there was like maybe 1 or 2 years in between. We went back and back again with the same practice schedule.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And I
mm-hmm,
was like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, one shoe don't size don't fit all because you saying you need to practice more to be better to win, but we was practicing less than anybody in the league, and I had the most championships that anybody over here.
Okay, so you got more championships than Chuck?
Come on, man. Yeah.
Well, he said that y'all were cheating, yeah, because they had you plus like two other people.
That's to let you know we was with it. When they say, "Oh, they cheating," I mean we with it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't get naturalized till 2007. He
uh,
don't remember. Like before then, I had already won championships. So it's not about,
okay, okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Now, being naturalized and playing as a Japanese did make it a lot easier, but still, we was I was winning championships before then, now.
I got you. I got you. I got you. It makes
Yeah,
sense. Nah,
yeah.
man, I was there because I was like, man, we were talking about it in the States. And me and Billy talking about, man, JR still over there. He over in Japan, man, killing. I'm like, dude, man, we over here in Europe slaving away, man. This cold ass weather, man. Shit.
That's one reason why I stayed there for so long, man, because of my experience I had before I came here. And I was
Right.
like, man, this is it. Because even in college, I used to get looked at like, well, look at his facial expressions. I was like, my facial expressions, I'm averaging a double double. What are you talking about facial expressions?
Yeah, I
What does that
never
got to do?
understood that. Like, what?
Yeah, like what does my number say? Stop looking at my face.
Right.
It's like stuff like that. And then you get to Paris with the whole practice stuff. And I'm like, man, all this stuff, man, y'all making it too difficult. I
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm-hmm.
here, None of that. Coach don't care about nothing but how if we win or lose. He don't care how I get it done. He don't care what form of fashion I did it. Did we get the result? And
Okay.
that's all he cared about. And then, the culture here is they treat you good, man. They're very respectful. Your paycheck is always on time. Sometimes it come early, and I was like, man,
Mm,
this is nice. This is different. Yeah, you know about that, Europe, And
yeah.
when I was in Puerto Rico, they tried to get me one time. I was scheduled to play, but I ain't got paid yet. And so they ain't said nothing. They quiet, right? So the game about to start, and I'm sitting up in the stands.
Like, hey, I ain't got paid. I ain't gonna play.
Yeah, and they was like, yeah. I was like, I have no money, man. No play. I don't play for free. And about 20 minutes later, I had the cash. I was like,
Funny, dog.
why y'all play like this? Like,
Right? Yeah.
like, why do these games? So I was like, I was tired of all that kind of stuff. Japan didn't play none of those games.
Right. No, I feel you,
Yeah.
Jay, man. That's crazy, man. That's like yeah. I left, I was in Bogota, Colombia. That was my first place. And they did the same thing, like pay you
It's
late,
terrible.
pay you, you know what I'm saying, pay you a little bit less or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Two of the
terrible.
Americans that were there, they left. It was like,
Yeah, that's what happens. Now,
yeah.
mind you, when I got there, before I got there, they didn't have a salary cap. Remember, I told you about my timing of everything, right? It's always just like, man, what's going on? But right the year before I came, there was no salary cap. So those guys making, nice amounts of money. The year I came, it was a salary cap. I was like, man, you can't really make this up, but I think God is trying to keep me humble. He's trying to keep me in a certain place. He don't want me to get too high, not too low,
Right,
just right, he want to keep me right here somewhere. And
right,
I'm just like,
right,
man,
right, right.
looking back, I kind of see, how I've been kind of steered over here, but man, when you're going through it, it's like, man, what is going on?
Now I feel you, man. I feel you 1000%, man. Like you have no idea, man. Like all the years, man, I was in Europe, man. It was, like you be feeling like, man, I should be making, they be like, look, we paying you 10. And I'm just like, dude, I should be making 25, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. This dude, I
Yeah.
see a dude who come in. I remember this like it was one story, Jay, but like, we played in the ULIP Cup,
Uh-huh.
and because we were the champ, we won the championship the year before. I
Uh-huh.
signed. They signed. They signed you back. They signed me back in the middle of the season because I was stuck. I said
Right.
no for half the season, and I just caved and said yes. Um, and so the next year we played in the ULIP Cup. So we playing Vincent Yarborough. The guy
Uh-huh.
that Kobe did the 360 dunk on. He had just,
Uh-huh.
once Kobe did that, he got cut and he was in Europe.
Oh,
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? Or got cut like in the summer, and then he was in Europe the next year. And
Yeah.
Jason Gardner, from Arizona, the year
Right.
they went to the national championship game. And I remember like we had talked to them before the game, and he was like, "Yeah, man, how much y'all making over there in Holland, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I make about 10," like thinking I'm nice, right? Right? Like, yeah, I make about 10 G's, 10 G's a month. Yeah, yeah. And shit, dude started laughing. I was like, why are you laughing? He was like, nigga, we
He's
make that,
like,
we make that a week, 10 G's a week. I was like, wait, you make $40,000 a month? I was like, God damn. Then me and my teammate, we looked at each other like, bro, we got to get different agents, bro. We got to get out of here, man. Shit. I remember that like it was nothing, Jay, man. I'm telling you. Like you be thinking like, yeah, I'm
oh,
making, making 9,000 euro. I'm making about $11,000 a month. He
that's
said, man, we,
crazy.
we make that in a week.
That's crazy.
So we're making 40. And that's after that, I was like, yeah, I gotta get a different agent. And then and like you said, we practicing twice a day, have to lift weights as a team,
They're getting every penny about you, man.
Yeah, yeah. So like, you practice like practice is like 2 hour, 2.5 hour practices, you
They're
know.
long, man. For no
Like
reason long.
yeah, like I'm like, these, yeah. Anyway.
Doing. 3-man weave for 40 minutes for what,
Yeah,
man?
yeah, exactly, dog.
Goodness
And
gracious.
then we had to like dunk, like the big dudes had to dunk every. It was just yeah, it just yeah,
Stupid
it's one of
stuff, right?
those. Yeah, yeah. So
Right.
get back on your story that you obviously you played in Japan for a really really long time. Got to be basically a Japanese guy, the
Mm.
biggest Japanese guy in history. Um, when did you know? I guess it was time, to hang it up because you played to like almost like 40 something. You were like Tom Brady.
I played till 43, man,
That's
and
what I said. Like, so you were playing forever. Wouldn't you know it was
yeah,
time? Was it just, all right, well,
I
I've been doing it
mean,
for a long time. And
yeah, I didn't retire because I had like a body issue. I didn't. There was nothing hurting on me. I didn't have any knee pain or joint pain or anything like that, surprisingly. But I just had the opportunity to transition smoothly into coaching, which to me, I knew I can't play forever. So
right, 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 right.
it was an opportunity to coach the professional women's league
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with the same company. And I knew it wasn't something I wanted to do long term, but I know that, it was a smooth transition to just get out of player and go right into coaching, especially in the COVID year, which was when I retired.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why I just chose to stop playing.
I got you. I guess when you have that next opportunity already ready to go,
Right,
it's a
right,
lot easier to kind of retire, than it is if for um, somebody who doesn't have the plan.
right. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, 43 years old, you're not going to start, entry level at some company or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, I do a lot of things with the money I made, of course, tied up in investments and retirement. But, there's, you have to get to retirement point, and
Mhm.
then everything is kind of smooth sailing from there. But, I'm not the type that's, if I could retire right now anyway, I wouldn't, you know, I got to do something, bro. I can't just sit around. I don't understand the whole concept of retirement for people, where it's just you go on the beach and sit around and do nothing. That doesn't appeal to me at all. I'd rather go outside and work, you know, with my hands, get dirty, pull something, push something, be with some guys and, cut down some trees or something. I don't know anything. I gotta be active and doing something because once you start sitting around, that's when you start to die to me, and it shows out here, with the Japanese mentality. This guy's 85 years old, still working out in the farm and the garden and stuff. And they squatting down, moving, riding bikes and stuff. They just still moving, you know. And then I see compare that with America, where a lot of people riding around on those carts. They can't walk. They're not even mobile.
Hmm.
They're
Hmm.
sick. They can't
Hmm.
move. Quality of life is different. I think because they're stagnant. They can't move.
True.
They're sick. So that's something I've kind of got from here, being here for so long anyway, is,
Hmm.
you know, working, moving, keeping active, especially with your hands and stuff like that. I think it's very important for quality of life when you get older.
That's true. I think, yeah, I noticed that about Europeans too. Like it's kind of the same thing.
Mhm.
They keep going.
Oh, really?
They ride their little bikes. Like and people
Yeah.
have cars, but the people who does have cars, they have a bike too.
No, man,
And
you'd
so
be
they
you'd be shocked over here, Trav. You'd be shocked at the 80-year-old lady, she take a couple hop steps, boom, 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 hop on the bike and start rolling.
all
I'm like,
right.
my wife can't even do that. You know what I mean?
I
I'm like,
feel you, dog. I
like,
feel you.
wow, we gotta get on to something's different.
Yeah.
Is
The only difference I would say is that in Europe they smoke like they smoke chain cigarettes. Like they're
Mhm.
lighting up a cigarette as they're finishing the cigarette. So they're like,
Oh man,
like lighting it from the like this. Like when we go to the club, like they have a smoking room where it's just people smoking. So
goodness
yeah, and
gracious.
that's how I remember craziest thing. I was in Holland and like in the middle of the movie, it stopped. I'm like, man, what the hell? What happened to the? Is something wrong with the movie? And it
No.
was like, no, man, smoke break. A
Are you
smoke break in
serious?
the middle of the movies? Y'all can't wait 2 hours for a smoke break. And nah, they was
Wow.
like they would stop the movie. I don't know if they still do that now, but they did that then.
I've
Like they
never
would
heard of
stop
that.
them. Yeah, they would literally stop the movie to give 15 minutes for a smoke break.
Wow.
Yeah, so like they smoke a lot. So it was, cigarettes. I mean, maybe it's a little bit more natural over there, but they smoke, pack a day, 2 packs a day, whatever.
That's
So
unbelievable.
yeah. So all right, one more question, Jay, and then we'll finish it up.
Yeah.
Um, I guess based off your experience, what would be your best advice for like the next JR Henderson? Like if you
Mm.
had a son, what would be your best advice to him?
Mm. Shoot, basketball wise,
In life, basketball, everything, whatever.
oh, life. I mean, shit. There's tons. I mean, obviously, put God first in everything. That's
Hmm.
just a given for me. But
Right.
I don't know. I think you have to have a purpose for why you want to do what you want to do, and I think you have to look at it as um, how you're going to serve others, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever you want to do, like in any kind of profession or career you choose, know why you're doing it, like, and know why it is or how you're going to serve the people around you, your community, because you want to have an impression on people. You want to leave a lot of people say leave a legacy, but I think they just say it too loosely.
Hmm.
I think I want my son to influence and encourage and motivate as many people as he can with his life. I want a lot of people to remember the good deed that he done for them, or the service he provided for them, or how he was able to help someone, and they remember that for the rest of their lives. I think to me that's gives him purpose in life and impact in his job, and get has him ability to do something he loves doing, and it could be passionate about it, because there's a lot of people working but has no passion in their job, and to me that's just, I don't know, it's kind of a waste to me, so I want him to do something he's passionate about, and to build that passion, he has to know why he's doing it. And that's the advice I would give my son and younger me.
I got you. Well, that's a hell of advice, man. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I want to say thank you, JR, man, from the bottom of my
Hey,
heart,
man,
man. It was been a pleasure and an
appreciate
honor,
it.
man. Like I said, like you don't know what you did, for me growing up. Like, I watched you since I was probably like sixth, seventh grade, watched, like how you became what you became. And so,
Mhm.
like I said, like Pops used to take me like, man, that's JR Henderson. He gonna be nice. That's what I'm saying? Like da 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 da. Like we used to see it. Like I said, we went to all the games, man. Trust me. We seen you. Like I said, we seen you when you would come down. Because if you was anywhere in the Victoria Park, well, like, what I'm saying, where Izzy Washington and them, or not Doug, Gottlieb, then yeah, then
Yeah,
definitely have seen you. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
but thank you once again. Like I said, y'all, this is, like I said, welcome Athlete's Journey. Y'all follow me on Travis W. Reed, Reed, Travis W. on Instagram, Facebook. Got the website up, A Athlete's Journey. Check it out. It has merch. It has, what I'm doing for all you future overseas guys. If you're looking for guidance, I still got connections over there. So, like I said, hit me up. We can have a session, public speaking, all that stuff. So, just go check out the website. Also, if you, like I said, like I know we're getting a lot of questions for the merch. Like I said, just go on the website and it has it on there, the Athlete's Journey shirts, the TR shirts, all that stuff. So, like I said, follow your boy on Instagram, Facebook. I post all my social media there. And like I said, we'll talk to you later. Peace.